Do you know the feeling when you know something is coming so you cannot stop obsessing over it? Yeah, well that's us and patch 0.5.5. Because my brother and I are pretty satisfied with the current state of Path of Exile 2. We're still playing it almost every day. Me with silly challenges and Timmy's hardcore league, him on his new and improved Fire Gemling and upcoming Ruthless run. But because we know Grinding Gear Games is releasing 0.5.5 at some point soon, it won't leave our mind cages. So we decided to talk about it. A couple very meta topics surrounding Path of Exile 2, like why players quit quickly and why his content and videos will be better than mine in the latest episode of the Brothers in Exile Path of Exile 2 podcast. Please enjoy, and if you do, hit the like button. It helps. Hi Exiles, welcome to another episode of Brothers in Exile with me, Talkative Try, and my little brother, CastOnComet. We're here today to discuss some meta Path of Exile 2 topics, as well as what is confirmed and what might be coming in patch 0.5.5. Don't worry, we have both watched the Misu Shiro video, so we know exactly what is coming in this mid-league patch for PoE2. Before we get into that, though, Comet, what's the progress on your Flame Blast character? You still grinding away, or have you halted stuff there?
I mean, like, I've kind of halted a little bit just because I want to see when 5.5 is going to come out, because I'm going to refocus on that character right there. But I mean, like, right now I've reoriented the entire Flame Blast character from like Ice Nova Flame Blast to a pure fire build with Fireball as its main clear skill. I haven't really seen too much Fireball being used. I see Spark, I see maybe Ice Nova, and like this is the first time I've actually seen like Fireball used as clear. I've seen a witch build that did it really well. I try to mimic it as much as I could. And honestly, like, Fireball is very satisfying. I love Fireball. It's a fireworks show. I know that you hate Fireball because it's a fireworks show. But
It's
I mean,
terrible.
that just, you can play your little easy to see screen characters. You're fine there. And I can play my, yes, the screen will turn purple.
Yeah, because your
Purple.
chaos damage, it is ugly.
Chaos damage,
He
yep.
showed it. He showed it to me. It's
It's not ugly. It's
absolutely,
awesome.
it's
It's
disgusting.
awesome.
It's terrible. By the way, check out Connor Converse. I think on YouTube it's one mana no, on YouTube it's Connor Converse. He did a fireball build actually. You might want to check it out to
Oh.
see how he scaled it. He did it really well. I don't know if it was 0.4 or 0.5, but he did some shenanigans there. He also had a failed incinerate build and he pivoted into fireball. So it's almost even the same path. It wasn't gemling.
Hey, I did not fail incinerate. I never gave it a shot
Okay.
on Gemmeling.
Right, that's true. That's true. You can
Don't
still try it on gemling.
disincinerate.
That's right. That's cool. So your build, so it's evolved yet again. And so what the fireball is, you're using that for clear instead of Ice Nova, and it's just much better.
Oh yeah. So here's the mechanic behind it. Yes, you turn the entire room behind you turns purple too. That's exactly what happens. But here's the entire mechanic behind it, right? So we have Cast on Ailment, and we also have Fireball. Fireball is cast. Cast on Ailment triggers when you put someone ignited. When Cast on Ailment triggers, you put a living bomb on that person, and you snap the ignite back off. When you snap ignite, it removes the ignite, so you can reapply the ignite with your next Fireball, but you also get fire infusions. So you have like 50 fire infusions by the time you clear a room. You get tons of fire infusions. And it's like it's really cool automation, honestly. The only issue is that Flame Blast uses Ignite to do damage, so I have to turn Cast on Ailment off when I switch into Flame Blast. So it's required I have two different weapons at the same time.
Oh, that's so interesting. Okay. So you're using some weapon swap technology too?
I have to. So like, for example, Runecaller, which is the wand of the season, it's 1,000 divs, right? A lot of people are using it. I find myself almost unable to use that wand because I would need Cast on Ailment on.
So you're saying using Flame Blast turns it turns Cast on Ailment off, or it uses Ignite to get it going?
I have to turn Cast on Ailment off when I go to Flame Blast.
Okay.
Or else my Ignite that will do 10 million damage pops. Because Snap will take it off.
Oh man, it's all automated. I see what you're saying now. Okay, got it. Okay, because Flame Blast is how you're doing damage to bosses. Got it.
Yeah.
What an interesting build. And you've basically cooked that up all yourself, dude. You are 5 leagues into Path of Exile, and you're doing some pretty cool stuff. I gotta say. I do basic ball. I luck into good builds. Everybody gets pissed at me
Yeah, you
for
do
just
every league. Every league,
wandering
I see
into
this man just like walk into this
yeah,
build. Oh, this is what
basically.
GGG wanted. And he gets like a really cool build every single time. Happened in 0.3, happened in 0.4, happened in 0.5. All right.
Yeah,
I can't wait till GGG does not add another ascendancy or another class, so it forces you to go ahead and pick an older class and see maybe you can add your own fling into it, like add your own flair.
I'm not smart enough to do it. I'm really not.
Oh my
So
gosh.
because swords, everybody's going to play swords in 0
Source.
points or
Yep.
1.0. So,
Oh
and
yeah.
I'm sure those will be strong. I'll be able to figure a build out. Even in 0.2 Dawn of the Hunt,
Hold
I
on.
I stumbled
Hold
into
on.
lightning spear. So
That's if swords comes out in 0.1. We have no
no,
confirmation.
1.0 swords is coming out. No, we
1.0.
have confirmation.
We have almost
Yeah, from
confirmation.
me.
100%.
Yeah,
From
100%.
you.
Yeah,
From you.
yeah.
No other source. Just you.
I'm a great source.
You're a great. Okay,
Yeah.
guys. Okay. Let me
Every
look you in the eyes.
every
Look at me. Look at me.
e-
Look at no,
I
look
am.
at me. Look at
I'm
me.
looking
Yeah, yeah.
straight.
Daggers,
Not confirmed.
traps,
Not confirmed.
flail person,
Not confirmed. Templar, by the way.
axes,
Not confirmed. No, I'm telling you.
arcane archer.
Not technically confirmed. No, no,
Okay.
but
Okay.
swords. You don't understand. Every time, if you go back and look at my
Yeah.
history of over 1,000
Mm-hmm.
videos,
Okay.
every
Yeah.
time
That's a
something
long
is
history.
right, every time something is confirmed, I put
Yeah.
that in my thumbnail text, in my title.
Okay.
I've
All
never
right.
lied to anybody. If you go look at all the sword speculation, some other people writing on Reddit, making videos, whatever, they may have said swords confirmed. I never said swords confirmed. I said possible, heavily hinted at, but
Mm-hmm.
not
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
confirmed, right?
Okay.
They're
Okay. Yeah.
confirmed
Yeah.
for
Yeah.
1.0. There's no way
All right.
they
Oh,
launched this game.
so this is no way energy. This is not. This is not 100% confirmed. This is no way energy. All right. You know what? You know what, brother? Swords are already dropping. They're already in 0.4. So sorry, 0.5. They're already in 0.5.
Right, they are, but the duelist and swords. As swords, you can use basic attack.
Okay.
That doesn't
Fair
count. That
enough.
doesn't count.
Yeah. Yeah.
They're going to be
Okay.
in
Okay.
1.0. It's going to be
All right.
great. I don't think there's any doubt in my mind that they're coming. Now here's the cope, and I just told someone on stream that this won't appear in a video. Well, here it's in a video now. I'm on of the belief we're gonna get 2 classes. I think we're gonna get duelist
Okay.
and another
Okay.
class in 1.0. I just feel like they want it to be meatier than 0.5, and they've explicitly
Mm-hmm.
stated this overall size
Mm-hmm.
of the patch is going to be
Mm-hmm.
larger. And we know the campaign acts are coming in. Yeah, they're supposed to be smaller acts. We know that we're going to get a league. We know that there's going to be a couple skills. We know nothing else. What else could it be? They can't do another end game revamp. I think they're gonna put 2 classes in the game because that's some of the
Okay.
meatiest non-content content in the game. And by that I mean when you introduce a new weapon and a set of skills and a class, you give players a bunch more tools to play the game. You look at someone like Schwingy, right?
Yeah.
Who rolls
Mm-hmm.
random builds like that. That adds so many more options, so many different ways to
It
play the game,
does.
so much time to play, so many different things to tinker with. I think that classifies as a boatload of
See,
content. What they're pitching.
you're trying to tell me that using different weapons in different classes adds more content to the game?
Yeah,
Brother, you weren't trying to make talisman, quarterstaff, maces work
I,
on one character.
I'm just saying, not for me, just for the overall player base. I know I am not the majority of the player base. There's so many different people, so many different types of players enjoying this game. I think for a lot of either blasters or just casual people, they like seeing more options in the game, and that is akin to just adding more raw content. So I do
Oh,
think
100%.
it's going to be 2 classes in 1.0.
It's also
So,
exponential, right? Because not only do you get like if we get duelists, right? Duelists and swords. Now you get duelists with the ability to use crossbows, quarterstaffs, maces, right?
yeah.
And get 2 more ascendancies, and now those can integrate very well, right? I mean, like, I'm excited. So you trust me, bro. Duelist is confirmed.
Mhm.
Okay, I'll take it at your word.
Mhm.
What's your prediction for the second class?
I think, man, you know, I think Shadow I think it might be Shadow and Daggers,
Hmm.
honestly. They're very similar to okay, here's a big thing. That side of the tree is pretty well balanced, as in a lot of people utilize it. I don't think
Hmm.
there's a lot of new stuff they have to add there. It would just be the raw weapon,
Yeah.
and, it's specific clusters and everything, it's skills. I think the Shadow makes the most sense, and then Holy Man I think Holy Man Templar is gonna be the last class, and I think after Duelist and the Shadow, it will be Marauder, maybe midway through next year, and then it ends with the Templar, which everybody's
Okay.
craving. They love
Okay.
the Paladin archetype, and I think they're gonna save that for last. I also feel like flails might be really tricky to get right as a weapon type. It just I'm not a game designer, but just trying to think about what they're likely trying to do. I don't know. It's hard to wrap my mind around it. Like I almost imagine like wrapping around enemies, almost
Oh yeah.
grabbing and throwing
Chan-
enemies. I don't
well,
know.
also channeling, right? Channeling,
Channeling.
AoE. Like to me, when I play a flail character, I want to feel like the Witch Cane, right? Where
Right.
I'm just like swinging this massive weapon and knocking back creatures. Maybe knockback would be more of a feature there, hopefully,
Yeah.
right? That's just all speculation.
No
Going back
point.
to the original question, though,
Yeah.
I 100% agree. I think Shadow will be the next class. Sorry for the person who said Axes in chat. That's okay. Shadow is going to be the next class because I have not seen a flail drop. I have not seen an axe drop so far. I've seen swords drop, and I think we also saw a dagger drop somewhere,
It's true. Yeah. Someone watched my
right?
latest video. Yeah. So in the PoE2 performance update video from GGG, plastered on the screen, you guys, a whole bunch of loot. Okay, and it's basically all unreleased weapons, swords, and 2 daggers.
Yeah.
They know what they're doing. Like there's no way that Jonathan watched that, Mark watched that, Kelly watched that, multiple people on marketing watched that, someone edited it. I'm sure a few devs watched it. It is right on your screen, and they do this sort of tease thing. So yeah, swords and daggers. I think swords and daggers drop in 1.0. We're gonna get a preview of swords, I reckon, at Gamescom in 2 weeks, so we'll be able to tell, right?
Yeah.
If swords are coming, I think 100% confirmed in 2 weeks. And then Shadow, I think, will be the surprise, the Shadow drop at ExileCon.
Oh, I see what you did there. Oh,
Yeah,
look
that
at
was
you. So
actually terrible.
smart.
I'm kind of disappointed in myself there. Anyway, a lot of talk about 1.0. You mentioned at the outset that you're kind of winding down on your Flame Blast character, your Fireball Flame Blast character, and you're waiting for 0.5.5. One of the interesting topics that I wanted to kind of yap about here today is why people quit Path of Exile 2 so fast. Right now, the Path of Exile 1 League is
Hmm.
ongoing, right?
Hmm.
And
Hmm.
you and
Hmm.
I have talked about in private a couple times just while playing, because we
Yeah.
commonly play on Discord and just chat. You've asked me, why do people quit the game so fast? What is going on? Why am I still playing the league? I'm not even close to done. I have all the stuff that I can do. Why are people quitting? And I think you might have given your input on why that happens, and I'd love to hear it from you first before I dig into what I think the reasons might be.
Hmm.
Do you have any
Hmm.
thoughts on why people quit the game very fast, even if they enjoy it a lot?
So I have a question here for you, right?
Okay.
This league it has had the best retention of all the leagues, correct?
Yep,
Still,
0.1. Yeah.
except for 0.1. I think it's honestly it's endgame, and it's also the fact that like maybe that this game isn't fully done, so they don't want to burn themselves out when December hits, right? When 1.0 hits, right? I think that at a meta level of just like a player thinking about the game, maybe that's why they stopped playing it for a second. But also like I mean, people stopped playing Path of Exile 2 because the PoE1 league dropped, right? And a lot of people played that, and then they got a little bit burnt out on that. And because they've been so away from Path of Exile 2 for so long, they're not going to want to return back to PoE2 after playing Path of Exile 1. They probably want to take their league long break or their break since then, because these games are meant for you to play a lot and then for you to go ahead, stop, and then return back into. That's the original idea. I I think there's also another thing here to it is that like I mean like you played Dota 2. I played League of Legends. I played League of Legends every single night. Got burnt out some nights, came back the next day to play it again. You played Dota 2. I assume it's a very similar feeling there. I feel like those games retain a lot more because there's a lot more multiplayer aspects. But with Path
Mm.
of Exile 1, once you hit endgame and you complete all the challenges and you complete all the quests, that's kind of it. And the challenges were not difficult this league. Not at all. Right? Without even trying to complete them, I did. Right?
Yeah, I saw that.
So I don't know. That's just like my very like. Let's skim the top of this input into here. Well, I mean, you're a more experienced Path of Exile player. What's your take on this?
Yeah, so I've been playing Path of Exile 1 since 2019, and I was always a one character and done kind of person. So I'd probably play anywhere from 3 to
Mhm.
6 weeks of the league. I'd either complete all the challenges, hit all my goals, and I'd be done because I played
Yeah,
an absolute crap ton in that short window of time, and I just burned myself out. I totally think that's what's happening with Path of Exile
yeah,
2 a lot of the time. I think that ARPGs just attract the type of gamer who goes in and goes absolutely degen mode, like goblin mode, and just plays way too much night after night until they can't play anymore and they say, I'm done. I'm not coming back for a while. I might even skip a league, and then they end up coming back right the next league ready to
hmm
blast again, right? I
yeah,
think that is a pretty large reason. However, I do think with Path of Exile 2, it's also attracted an entire different audience of player. And you can see that in the numbers for PoE2 on Steam. It retains a lot more people than Path of Exile 1 late in the league. I think right now there's still like 35,000, 40,000 people logging in daily on Steam alone, not including
yeah.
concurrent or the standalone client or the consoles. I think that a lot of people are kind of had that initial questioning of you, like, there's so much to do in this game. This is so cool. Why are people burning out and quitting? I think it's like a new type of gamer because this is the first ARPG you've ever played, and you don't play it to death. Okay, you
I
haven't.
was 5 years old playing Diablo 2,
Okay,
maybe.
but how far did you get? Duriel?
Desert.
Desert, Duriel, Act 2. Okay, yeah. So
Okay, there you go.
I think that it's just a different type of gamer mindset as well. I think a lot of the PoE1 vets, a lot of people who play Diablo 2, Diablo 4, Last Epoch, they love the churn. They love blasting, burning out, moving to the next game, returning. They might only play for a week or 2 weeks, but in that week or 2 weeks, some people, like past me, will play as much as current me will play in 2 months in those two
Yeah.
weeks. I think that's like the crux of it. And then you got another element that's coming in here. I think that's unique to the Path of Exile 1 and Path of Exile 2 community. You have this wrench into Path of Exile 2, which is Path of Exile 1. This, I mean, it launched less than two.
Careful, careful what you
No,
say here.
no, no, no. I have a
All
video
right, go ahead.
saying, no,
Go
it's fine.
ahead.
New league less than 2 months after Path of Exile
Yeah.
2 release. It's going to draw a lot of people who, even if they've been enjoying Path of Exile 2, you can't miss a Path of Exile 1 league. You can't do that. They go to Path of Exile 1, and they stop playing Path of Exile 2. It has been uncanny. You're probably not on the Path of Exile 1 Reddit, right? I am. I read. I lurk there. I don't ever post in the Path of Exile Reddit anymore. Those days are done. I used to be super active in those Reddits before my YouTube channel got traction. But the sentiment is, wow, PoE2 has it so right now. And Path of Exile 1 is
Oh
floundering.
man.
It is what, and this is
Man.
from people who are playing both games. Then you
Yeah.
have the people who are Path of Exile 1 only, and they're basically saying, well, Path of Exile 2 is hogging up all the resources now. Path of Exile 1 has limited budget, it has limited developers, it has limited scope, it's not getting the love of Path of Exile 2, that's why it's floundering. And then you got the double players are saying like, oh, just come on, just try Path of
Yeah.
Exile 2. And it would be so fascinating to see what the Path of Exile 1 only players think of this game now, because there's still the perception on that forum and in that space of pre-launch Path of Exile 2 or 0.1 Path of Exile 2. And
Yeah.
it's so
Yeah.
fascinating to read because people have their first impression with something and it just stays with them. They refuse to give it a second chance, even if it has drastically changed, and in many effects, become a mirror of the game they love so much. So it's just,
Hmm.
oh, it's so fascinating to read all these opinions here of people discussing PoE1, PoE2,
I
retention, both games, all that stuff. So,
I think that's I think you're on to something here, right?
hmm,
Because like when Path of Exile 2 came out, dare I forgive me for what I'm about to say, it was too good for a beta release.
hmm,
Because everyone's like, this is a beta release game. This game should be treated like a beta. We're gonna do a ton of balance patches, right? That was like the first couple months, the first couple weeks. This is what was going on, right? And when players came to the game, they played Path of Exile 2. It was no, it's not like what it is right now, but it was almost a full game. It had acts, it had the three deadly acts, it had an end game, and it was like almost a full game ish,
mhm.
right? So I feel like the way that GGG released Path of Exile 2 in open beta, sorry, not in closed beta because you got to pay for it, right? In closed beta, kind of destroyed a lot of what Path of Exile 1 players are expecting. Where they came to this game, they did not like the game at all, and because how feature full it was, they were like, oh, this is how it's going to be, not realizing that GGG is going to be these massive changes to it over and over, right? I think that because everyone looked at this game and forgot it was in beta, they don't think it changed, right? Despite it changing massively. I remember like these discussions were happening where like a lot of people were like, yeah, this is a beta game. This is why we're going to get weekly balance patches. And then GGG is like, actually, we're going to treat this as a full release game.
Yeah,
And then that
yeah,
perception completely changed, right? Which I think a lot of Path of Exile 1 players are still in that it's a it's no longer a beta. It's kind of go for real saying that has not changed that much because they don't change the game that much to actually adapt to what it is. Despite it now looking completely different, right? It does not feel like 0.2. I only see Path of Exile 1 in clips, and I'm like, all right, this looks a little similar to that, right?
yeah.
Not as insane, right? But like I'm seeing builds here where they just pop a screen, right? Frost snap a screen, glooming shrine a screen off, right? So I really hope a lot of Path of Exile players, one players come back and try Path of Exile 2 because yeah, it's getting all the resources because it's just better.
Yeah, I think it's better. I do. But it's, it's our personal opinions. And a lot of people still think Diablo 2 is king, right? It's all
I
subjective.
mean,
So like
yeah,
when
I mean,
people
sure, go ahead,
I,
right? Play
nobody
Diablo 2 for the rest of your life.
yeah, some people do that. It's comfort.
Yeah,
It's
yeah,
comfort. It's like us playing
yeah.
DDO sometimes. We're like, this is
Hey,
comfortable.
hey,
This is
don't you
nice.
dare diss the name of
I'm
DDO!
not dissing. You think people think D2 is the
No, no.
greatest ARPG of all time. I don't think it's dissing. It's just I understand that. And that's why when I say,
Yeah.
oh, I prefer Path of Exile 2 over these other games, it's always shocking to see some of the responses to that when it's an opinion and there are people who swear that EverQuest right now, EverQuest Online is
Yeah.
like the best MMO ever, or Diablo
Yeah.
2 is peak and it's their favorite game, right? People have these opinions. Like it's all just personally subjective. So another fascinating thing that I think contributes to burnout, and I think it might be getting worse and worse as time goes on. Because it wasn't like, I swear it wasn't like this when I first started playing Path of Exile 1 way back when. So many people love to follow the meta. And I swear it leads to people just hating the game and almost treating it like real life. Like, I'm not even
Hmm.
talking about the build meta. I'm
Yeah.
talking about everybody following the latest currency farming strat, getting pissed if they miss out on it, getting angry if drops aren't in the right place, getting angry if they're not getting the items they need, making the money that they need to progress to the next level. Like, balance aside of the game, whatever. Like, the balance could be bad, the balance could be good. I just think so many people love PoE2 0.5, right? Balance was great in a lot of people's eyes with loots and everything. I still think that it tarnishes the experience of a lot of people when they spend a lot of their time absorbed in following the newest trend and making sure
Hmm.
you invest in this and invest in that and tracking all these different things instead of just enjoying the game as the game and coming up with
Yeah.
stuff on your own. Like, you don't even need
For
to
a
play like
lot of
solo
people, this
self-found.
is that is their game, right? A lot of people are masochists. I'm gonna be honest, right? And it might ruin the fun from a little bit, but actually does, right? They'll find themselves doing that. But like, would that player be playing other games that are just as punishing?
Well, it's not as punishing. I don't think it's as punishing. It's just that people I think that people are, like, thinking for themselves less, and I think that's
Oh, okay.
bad. Like
Oh,
you're not
yeah,
thinking for yourself, you know, you'll come up with your own build, you'll try your own farming strategies, you'll fall flat on your face. That's fine. That's
yeah,
cool. I think that's better. I think that with Path of Exile 2, even more so than Path of Exile 1, in my opinion, they want to jump on the newest trends so fast. We saw that in 0.4 with the Val Temple debacle, right?
yeah.
And GGG, I thought, handled that poorly. But man, like it caused such a community outrage, and so many people see that as just a horrendous experience when it was just like the current one part about the game that was effed up. I don't know. I just feel like following these trends leads because I played in this league and I didn't
Yeah,
participate in trade for the first time. And it definitely elongated my experience and everything felt more rewarding. Like when I downed all the bosses,
yeah.
it felt great. I feel like people don't want to give they don't want to give themselves this opportunity to experience it for themselves. They think that following the trends and everything will be more fun because they'll beat the game faster or they'll be the richest instead of just saying, "Hey, I want to do this thing for myself." And
Okay.
I that's
This
almost
is
like a
FOMO.
well, I
It's
get
FOMO. Kind of. It's like powerhouse FOMO, right? I need more currency to do this so I can become a rich man. Like it is. I feel like it's a little bit like FOMO, right? If you're following all these build guides because you need to be the strongest character or farm the fastest, you have the fear of missing out, right? On the currency drop, on the divine drop, on the investment market of Path of Exile 2. Like that is, I think that is a little bit of a factor. But I want to ask you a question. You don't see this much in Path of Exile 1, despite, in my perception, Path of Exile 1 being a lot more of a hardcore game than Path of Exile 2. I see a lot of sweaty players in Path of Exile 1, right? Do you think it's because Path of Exile 2 is so much newer and there's so many less strategies to farm currency that it typically, like, players who want to do that typically look at videos because they don't have a familiarity with how you're supposed to farm currency in these league mechanics?
yeah, I do. So to clarify too, I'm not even talking about builds mostly, guys. I'm talking about just playing the game. Like farming currency and everything, kind of
Yeah.
optimizing the fun out of the game. And yeah, I think you're right. I think there are a lot more new ARPG gamers in Path of Exile 2,
Yep.
but this is almost a broader commentary on how gaming is as a whole. Instead of figuring stuff out for yourself, you immediately go have someone figure it out for you instead of trying stuff out because I guess you're
Yeah.
right. You feel like you're going to fall behind. You feel like you're not going to
Hmm.
get to that next echelon of power and everything. I don't know. I know it's kind of tough to hear, and I know a lot of people have different scenarios, but I do think that if you even if it takes more time, I guess if you're not having fun spending that time playing the game and you want to do it faster, I guess it's not worth it in the end. But it's something as old as time. If you do something for yourself with your own hands, or playing on the game with your keyboard, it's just gonna feel far more rewarding at the end of the day.
Oh, yeah.
And I don't know. I think a lot of people kind of miss out on that by
Well,
kind of having one monitor with a Twitch stream and just following exactly what they're doing on their monitor, on their own monitor. Like I've always been an advocate of don't watch my stream. Don't do it. Like literally, if you're playing the game, you shouldn't be watching my stream. In my opinion. This is my opinion. I
hmm,
said
hmm,
this
hmm,
literally launch day,
hmm.
7,000 viewers on my chat, which is insane. I was like, okay, guys, you're logging in, the queues are up. Turn off my stream, turn off everybody's stream. Literally just play the game. You will enjoy it so much more. Have that pure first experience. But people don't want to do that
By the way,
nowadays. So I'm yelling
I
at the
don't
cloud.
follow this advice. I do not
I know.
follow this advice
I know you don't.
because I need to see this man perish to Monkey, to the Miller. I need to see all this death count during the league launch. I need to see this man struggle,
The Miller.
because
Yeah.
it makes my struggle feel so much
Right.
better. If I'm having issues on a boss, I'm like, all right, how's Try doing? Oh, Try's dying this boss. Woo!
Yeah.
By the way, that had the exact reverse effect on 0.3 when he was just clearing Act 4 and
Oh,
I was struggling my butt off the entire time. That did
beautiful.
not go well for
Beautiful.
me, okay?
Beautiful.
Terrible. Terrible. Um let me see if I can like formulate a little bit of what you said here.
Right.
Um Nah, I lost it. Cool.
I have an amazing analogy, but I think it's inappropriate.
Go ahead.
So I'm
What's your
trying to think
analogy?
of a different analogy that is better. Uh, no, I can't come up with a different analogy. I don't know. I
Listen,
just
listen. Okay, I got something to say on this topic. All right, I was that player with FOMO. I
yeah.
tried snaking my temple. I did
Oh,
snake. I locked. I ran ritualist. I did negative item rarity farming. I spent a lot of my time doing that. I got divines. I got 1,000 divines in 0.4, which is a lot for me. Very little amount for other players, right? Understandable, right? I did the farm. I did the build. I played the game. But if I spend an hour playing ritualist and I'm not having fun, am I playing a game? Am I?
well, you.
No.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah. No, I
So,
understand. I understand your point.
well, here's the thing, right? In 0.5, I thought it was because I messed out. Fear of missing out. So, what I do in 0.5, my league start, I played Ritualist as a league start. I went forward. My idea was to do negative item rarity farming. I had an entire farming strategy before we even knew what was affected. Thanks, Atlas Tree. And the thing is, it got to a certain point where I was a level 87 ritualist with blood magic and spark and CastOnComet. I was clicking the button and I just paused the game. And I'm like, am I having fun?
No.
No, no, I'm not having fun whatsoever. Because when you play a game like Path of Exile 2, you can grind, you can do that, or you can be a little less efficient with your build, play a build you actually like, and you'll find you'll probably play the game faster and get what you want faster if you play a build you actually enjoy playing.
Yeah. No, I agree. I see it both ways. I get it. I had to put it out into the ether. I had to say
Mm-hmm.
maybe try not joining the rat race for league, see how it is. Because a lot of
Yeah.
people did try like solo self found this league after I posted that
Yeah.
video and they ended up having a blast. Some people it's not for them. Some people they like to chill, have a streamer up on a monitor, play the game, not you kind of just turn their minds off and just relax. Because you do, I think, in a lot of scenarios, if you are putting all the effort into your character and your strategy, you kind of need to pay attention all the time. Like it is not.
You do.
I feel like PoE2 isn't a brain off game at all until you get to like I don't know moderate power in the end game, and then it does become brain off, especially during bosses, which makes me very sad.
Oh my gosh. Bosses are
uh,
so pathetic.
uh,
Let's keep going.
yeah. Okay. So another thing, wow, that's we've already been talking so long. Goodness gracious. Another thing that I thought would be kind of curious, since yes, it's the meme. Your channel has 0 videos on it. Okay. You were supposed to start making videos months ago. You didn't. Okay. So we're all anxiously awaiting that first video, that first set of videos. You said something to me the other day that made me think, oh, okay,
Mhm.
I'd love to get your
Mhm.
thoughts on this and kind of talk
Mhm.
about this.
Mhm.
You
Mhm.
said, I want my content to not be like your content. I want my content to be playing the game and doing stuff in the game. So I'm kind of curious, why do you want to create content like that on your YouTube channel as opposed to what I do, which is 99% commentary on the game, as opposed to guides, showcases, so on and so forth.
Yeah. Yeah. I'll give a lowdown on why. It's because I want to play the game. Right, right, and the thing is I want to play the game the way I want to do it, right? I want to have fun. I want to go ahead and do some funky stuff, and the thing is I find that stuff fun. I see a lot of commentary out there on YouTube about Path of Exile, and no criticisms, nothing bad against you, right? But I see like the same topic talked about 10 different people. So like a 2 minute topic, there's like 10 hours of content about that one topic, and the amount of value that you get across all those videos compared to just maybe just watching one and being done, it just isn't there. It really just isn't there for me, right? And I feel like during dead zones, sometimes there's not a lot to talk about because GGG is working their butt off doing something, or maybe maybe you're a Path of Exile 2 only player and then Path of Exile 1 release, and you really want to talk about that honestly, right? I just want to do funky stuff. I want to have like when guys, spoiler alert, I do have an edit video. It is edited, and it does exist. Don't worry, it does exist. I had to learn Kden Live because I use Linux, and my brother here is like, "Oh, you could use this video editor." I go and search. Nope, there's not a Linux build. Sorry, brother. And also, Pro10 can't run it. Sorry, brother. So, I just want people to come in and have fun. I don't want them to click on a video and be like, wow, this was a waste of my time.
That's excellent.
Right?
That's it's totally right. I will say that doesn't happen on my videos very often. Because people know what they're getting on my videos. I'm very upfront. Very upfront. I am a commentary channel. I am not like you. Like I said, you've been playing for 5 leagues. You've created a more complex build than anything I've ever built across my 7 years of playing Path of Exile. I'm not like that. I just like talking about the game. It's fun. It's like I base my content on what I watch, and I don't watch build videos.
Okay.
I don't of other games. I don't watch like any Path of Exile 2 content really. But on other games like Guild Wars 2, Wooden Potatoes, he is just a yapper extreme. Every single time he releases a video, I don't care what it is. I will listen, I will watch. I know there's going to be 20 other Guild Wars 2 or Guild Wars 3 videos about it. I'm going to go to him. I'm going to listen to his take on the news, listen to him synthesize it. That's kind of the vibe that I also wanted to go for. But that is a vibe. That is the thing about that is it's very personality driven. So I think anybody can do it, right? It's just how you do it. Whereas I think the videos you want to make, not anybody can do it. Only like specific, smart people who can cobble together these builds together can do it.
Don't call me smart, all right? I try to make Facebreaker work with martial artists, and
no.
You know what? Okay, keep going. Sorry.
I was just gonna say, like,
keep going.
It's also the case with like another shout out to Schwingy. Like what he does is insane. Few people can do that, right? Like it's just incredible. But like with Path of Exile, another like news person I go to, like Sir Gog. Sir Gog, that's my news guy. I might be your news guy for Path of Exile 2, random viewer. Sir Gog is my news guy for Path of Exile 1. Or just general news in general. I love listening to Sir Gog. It's interesting to see the different types of content that pop up because there's like the race to create the first type of each content. For example, news content, because that didn't exist when I started doing news content for Path of Exile 2. Literally nobody was talking about it. That's why a lot of people subscribed to the channel initially. But then a lot of people started doing news content, so it becomes more saturated, right? And then you get exactly what you're talking about, where there will be the teaser that I covered the other day. And I think I probably saw 4 videos talking about it over the past 2 weeks. Mine didn't come out until like 2 days ago, though. So I also missed the jump to it. Then you see like Schwingy's challenge series for PoE2 come out with the wheel. I've seen at least 3 other creators start to do wheel challenge series too. You have Darth Microtransaction and his build show off series where someone comes into a juiced map and shows off their build for 1 minute, right? I think
those are good videos.
Those are great videos. I think that people are going to start to do that more and more. So it's like always the race to find something unique and interesting that you can continue to create on your channel, or you try to stay the top source of that content, of that information. And it can be very tricky, and the YouTube algorithm and the audience, people can be fickle, as you know. So okay,
Yeah.
what were you gonna say? I had to finish my thought.
I I mean, I was just gonna interrupt you because you're calling me. I thought you were calling me smart, and
Yeah.
I was like, "Don't do that," and then you did it, and that was awesome. Good, good. All right.
How about persistent?
I, persistent is exactly what I am.
There you go.
All right. Yep. Do not. I'm persistent to an utter fault. Oh my gosh. You know, it's like, hey, stop digging yourself a hole. Well, I dug the entire cave system, man. I'm down here in the dark.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, like, so you did a lot of interviews, you did a lot of commentary, you did a lot of news. I mean, but now you're kind of taking the approach of like, now you want to challenge yourself in Path of Exile too. Where do you see your content flowing to, honestly?
I don't know,
More.
but that's the problem. I don't know if I have that type of content, like the time for that, because that's so hard to do properly. I
Yeah.
am gonna try to make videos out of it, but I think my news niche is where I can stay right now with the size of my channel. But I'm gonna try to do those challenges.
Mm-hmm.
It just might be like a one per league sort of deal. We'll
Fair,
see.
fair enough.
We'll see. It's very fun though. I might
You
start hardcore in 1.0.
oh, you might start hardcore. Oh,
It's pretty fun, dude. It forces you to kind of
I
take it slow and
well,
methodical. I've been
I
enjoying it.
guys, if you were on the stream with my brother and I streamed a little bit of our THC league. Um, I died the corridor before GNR. We were in the last map. We were both playing together. We're doing a dual THC league playthrough. We're gonna do a great job. Let's go. I died right before GNR, right before the checkpoint.
It was
Just
terrible.
got popped by a Verisium pile. Just
It was
and
instant.
the
And
sad part,
I even
yeah,
warned him.
yeah, just gone.
I said,
Yeah,
bro,
I
don't
got
do it.
warned.
Go watch out.
But I was like, all my passive nodes are defensive. What do I have to worry about? Gone. All
Does
right.
not matter.
So I, you know what? And that I was like, okay, you know what? That's pretty funny. Let's do it again. Play another warrior. I got this mace, this maul of utter power and destruction. Try over here is like, wow, so many people will be jealous of you for that.
Yeah.
5 minutes later, died in hunting ground.
Yeah. It was a forge maul that
can't-
Angormus would have died for in a
can't.
warrior run that he got off, I think, Draven.
There's
It was
there's
crazy.
so many heartbreaks, man. I can't play hardcore.
No, it's rough. When I die, I'll probably vow to never play hardcore again. We'll just have to see if I die.
Listen, from experience, I can tell you it's changed. It's life changing. Once you perish in hardcore, it changes your entire perspective of the game. You start to value every gold piece.
Yeah. I'm gonna try to get to Arbiter. I think I can do it as long as I'm careful. I'm probably gonna
Go
die
to
tonight.
Arbiter, fail on hall.
Yeah, if I fail on hallways, that'll be so rough. Yeah.
I have one more. I have a question for you, brother. I have a question.
Yeah. What is it?
You mentioned Win Potatoes.
Yeah.
Who are the YouTubers you've watched and got inspired by to start your YouTube channel?
Wooden potatoes.
Is that it?
I think yeah, he is who I based my channel. That's why I'm Talkative Tribe.
Wow.
Wooden potatoes. Okay.
Oh my gosh.
I am an adjective and a noun. All right.
Okay.
I literally think that's kind of what he was a catch-all for Guild Wars 2 and Guild Wars, and he did some other Let's Plays, and I always loved his upbeat, I swear his upbeat attitude, positive tone matched my own, and yeah, it was 100% his videos. Any other YouTubers? Not really, dude, that inspired my channel.
All right.
Just Wooden Potato. I didn't watch a lot of YouTubers. Most of the channels I watch now are more so news focused. Yeah. I mean, I'm thinking like Matt Colville is not who inspired my channel at all.
No.
It was mostly Wooden Potatoes. Yeah. Anybody inspired you to actually make videos? Like, are you basing your totally legit videos off any particular
oh my gosh.
creator?
I mean, I got three. I got three. Honestly, I'm gonna talk about here. So you fair. Let's
Oh,
okay.
don't,
Awesome.
no,
Great.
you can't.
Awesome.
No,
Let's skip you now.
can't
Awesome.
say
That's
me.
it. Bye
Okay,
bye.
skip me. Okay.
Second creator is Doug. I love watching his videos and the way he interacts with his audience. Hopefully one day be able to actually do what he does. I'm not sure if you've ever seen Doug's
No.
videos. He does challenge runs where the Twitch chat is able to actually put challenges onto him. That's pretty cool.
Oh.
And then the last creator, which I loved, I listened to his videos so much. I listened to all of his videos. It was a good thing to put in the background, just hear him talk. Was Mitten Squad,
Okay. Who's that?
which he did challenge runs
Okay.
for Bethesda games. So he did Fallout, he did Skyrim. He's like, can you beat Fallout New Vegas with a Guitar Hero controller, but only use your foot?
Yeah, not for me, bro. Can you beat Path of Exile 2 using a Dance Dance Revolution
Using a
pad?
drum set.
Or a drum set.
Dance Dance Revolution pad. Yes!
Dance Dance Revolution pad.
Yes! Start dancing. Can you beat Act 1 with a Dance Dance Revolution pad?
No,
and
bro.
then you have the motion sensor, and if you do this, you do like mouse click this way. If you do that, you do mouse click that way. You do like certain moves. You got a
watch those
Python
arm
application
movements,
right in the background.
Yep.
It's gonna be so good. I mean, okay, you know what? The chicken. I don't know. That'd be so good. That'd be so good.
I thought of a one-time piece of content. Arbiter of Ash, but on a DDR pad.
DDR pad. Oh
Like you have to go through the hallways, but you're on a DDR pad. Oh my gosh. That would be Pete. I need to do
your
this.
movement. So like, or you can order the Power Glove, right? The Power Glove. You can do this. You never seen the Power Glove?
No. What is the Power Glove?
What?
This is special
It's like
controller?
a glove. It's a glove you wear, and it has buttons on the top of it. So it's a Power Glove, right? Let me make sure. I gotta make sure I'm talking about this right. Give me a second, boys.
Are you talking about the Infinity Gauntlet? I think you might be.
No. Yeah, Power Glove. Here.
Yeah.
I'm gonna send you.
Okay.
I'm sending you a image of the Power Glove.
I guess I'll put
Here
the
you go.
Power Glove up on screen right now.
Power
in editing,
Glove.
I will just look up the Power Glove. We're losing people right now. Power Glove. Ah, it's a controller. I see.
Yes.
But it's a glove.
It's a glove.
For the NES. Right.
Yes. But you can definitely, more than likely, wire it up to a Raspberry Pi or Arduino, translate it to UBS inputs, and then get it to your main computer, and 100% use that thing.
Okay. These are all great ideas. So I expect you to do some of these. You have to do some of these now. Guys, in the next 5 years. This is your 5-year plan.
5 years.
Remember, Ludwig gave people advice. What's your 1-year plan and your 5-year plan? Right. Your 5-year plan.
Fair enough.
Path of Exile 2 using the Power Glove. Boom. There you go. Right?
Yeah. 100%. Gianor with the Power Glove.
Gianor with the Power Glove. And maybe patch 0.5. Look at that segue.
Oh no!
I want your totally valid predictions. Maybe we'll probably do another podcast when it's announced, but
yeah.
Until then, what are your 0.5 predictions? I know that there's some talk about what's confirmed, what's not confirmed. What are your thoughts?
100%. I think 0.55 will contain 2 more SNC classes. Ooh. I really hope that it's going to be the Arcane Archer and the last one on the Druid. Those are the 2 that I want and wish for. I think they're going to do 100%. There's going to be balancing. We know there's going to be balancing. No way they're not going to touch.
What's something specific? Right? What's something specific that you'd like to see balance-wise? Yeah. Like a sweeping specific change. What do you think?
All right.
Like gem levels removed from gear, something like that. Anything along those lines?
I have changed my opinion.
Oh, on gem level?
I would like to see item rarity stop affecting currency drops.
Oh, we got him.
Yep.
We did it. We didn't do it. I'm kind of indifferent on the whole thing, but I'm sure some people will be happy.
I think that the game should focus on making the content more difficult for better rewards instead of making a certain build to get better rewards. Your build should focus on power, not on I need this stat that does nothing else besides give me better loot.
Sounds logical to me. Interesting.
Yeah. I have completely
Okay.
swapped on that. And the reason, and actually, no, I just completely swapped on that after playing the game a little bit more. And
Yeah.
the feeling, because do you know how bad it feels that I only drop Regal shards?
Ooh, that's rough,
It's
bro.
only Regal shards. I got like 30% item rarity. It's taking up a
Whoa.
massive power slots on my gear.
No, you're doing
And
something wrong, bro,
what do you
because
mean?
I don't even have item rarity and I get way better drops than you.
Nope. Nope.
I think you're
Nope.
exaggerating.
No, sir.
You
No,
are.
sir.
You
Nope.
are.
No.
100% are. Bro,
Listen, listen.
I had 30.
Where is my mirror of Kalandra?
Okay, see, and this is why the anti-rarity crowd is insufferable because they go to where's my mirror of Kalandra? No. I had
Where
like
is it?
35 divine orb drops raw this league
Yeah.
on
Oh
on
yeah.
SSF. I didn't use any item rare. So
I mean,
my drops were pretty good. That's just I had regals out the wazoo, elk orbs. So maybe you got like a button not pressed in your client, like the streamer client button. Oh, you need to have at least
yeah,
one
you're
YouTube
right.
video for
You're
that.
right.
You gotta have
Oh, you're right.
one
You're
YouTube
right.
video to
You're right. Yeah,
unlock the streamer
100%.
client. I forgot. I'm so sorry.
Oh, you're so right. You're
I
so
just
right.
keep thinking you have one video out, but you don't. So okay.
There's no videos.
Okay, so you want to reverse rarity. Okay.
Not reverse. Just
Well,
don't affect
yeah,
currency items.
that's how it is in Path of Exile
There
1.
you go.
Yeah.
There you go.
That works in PoE 1.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Interesting take.
Which by the way,
evolution.
it would still affect exceptional items. So those are still chase, right?
Yeah.
That's pretty good. That's pretty good right there, right?
Right.
It just wouldn't affect your divine drops, your Mirror Calendar, your locks, right?
Got it.
You need to go after stronger monsters with more drops. Maybe that's
Fair.
how it affects it, right? Yeah,
Fair.
I don't know. I've just swapped it. I really have swapped it.
Okay. The one thing that I would most look forward to is a druid ascendancy that is explicitly for shapeshifting.
Ooh.
It even gives you a special shapeshifting form.
Mm.
It gives you, werecat, or it gives you the tree form that they talked about that was in development. I think that would be so freaking cool. That's what I want most of all. And
Man.
druid ascendancy.
Okay.
Or something that changes shapeshifting in a way.
Okay. Okay.
The appearance and the function of the forms. There used to be a node on the old, it was the Beastmaster. That was originally going to be in Path of Exile 2 back when it was a part of PoE 1, but they showcased it in ExileCon 2019. And there was a node that gave you more and more bonuses based on how many times you've shapeshifted in the past, like certain amount of seconds. So the more that you were shifting between bear, cat, wolf, blah, blah, like you were stacking bonuses. Yeah. And correct me if I'm wrong, but there's nothing really like that in the game right now. There's nothing like that encourages you to try to craft a build that uses all three existing forms. I think just some sort of give me what is it called in Last Epoch? The Rune Master, that's a druid. The Invoker, that's a druid, where you're constantly needing to shift between these forms and it edits them in interesting ways. And don't give me the BS that, they don't want to make an ascendancy that is specific to a weapon. Okay, guys. Yeah. Keep telling yourself that. Keep telling yourself that. Don't tell me about the Spirit Walker or the Deadeye or don't
Spirit
come
Walker.
On. Don't even.
Yep.
They can do a shape-shifting druid.
Okay? Deadeye can affect spells. Just saying.
Yeah, right. I know it can. Yeah, but this could also affect, like they could somehow make it affect other things in a cool way. Like Archons, maybe do Archons count as form swapping? I don't even know. Probably not.
No, they're just a buff. It's
a buff. Yeah.
I see that. That would be pretty cool. Honestly, if they're gonna add another form in Path of Exile, maybe just make it part of the base talisman. And then that essentially you're talking about is an empowered version of all the forms. Right?
I think
instead of bear, you're a dire bear if you're the Ascendancy class.
No. They put Fists of Stone in the game. They put Aim a Boss in the game on Ascendancies. Give the druid its own specific form and an ascendancy. I will hear nothing else.
Okay.
Not
All right,
negotiable.
I'll back off.
Not negotiable.
There goes my dreams of being a tree with stone of fists
Yeah,
and being
not
reverse
happening.
Minecraft.
Nope, it's not happening. So I'd love to see that. Yeah, some people are not fans of 15-button gameplay. I yearn for the days of Invoker once more, even though my hands
Man,
probably
dude,
will not do
you're
well.
gonna need the power glove.
I'll need the
You're gonna need
power
it.
glove.
You're gonna
That's
need it to
right.
play that class.
Yes. Let me get my Wex Quas exhort spamming going on again. I could do it. I believe in myself. Okay, anything else for 0.5 that's like big game changing that you
Oh
kind
man.
of
Well,
looking
so
for?
like, so 0.55 is gonna have a new economy,
Yeah.
new ascendancies. We hope. What else would you think it would affect? Right? Do you think they're gonna rebalance expeditions because they're currently the strongest? Like expeditions are the end game,
Maybe some
right?
minor changes. I mean, for the Giga Juicers, right? I didn't
Yeah.
farm expeditions, but yeah, they're the top tier content alongside the 200% deli farming. I don't know if they'll touch that as much. They did mention that they might add something like a smaller piece of content that'll make it exciting, like a brand new Atlas Master. So
Yeah.
maybe they drop in, I don't know. Could be who's the next Atlas Master, dude? Could it be?
Alva. Alva can be one.
Alva could be an Atlas Master.
She could
Who would
be.
be a cooler one though?
Who
Who'd
would
be
be
the
a
coolest
cooler
Atlas Master?
one?
Yeah, give me
Renly.
not Renly.
What do you
Give me
mean not
Sekima.
Renly?
Give me Sekima Asala as an Atlas Master, and she can have like the head of
But we
Jamon Ra.
already have the other guy.
Jado? Yeah, screw
Jado,
Jado.
yeah.
Oh, the Rune
Wow.
guy already confirmed as an Atlas Master? Farul? I didn't think he was
Where's that?
confirmed as
Where's
our
that
Atlas Master.
confirmation?
I don't know. Oh, maybe that he'd be fine. That's
Sure,
fine with me.
Sure.
I think maybe we need like like we could have the Abyss guy be an Atlas Master. That'd be kind of sick.
Where is he?
The
I don't
nameless
even know
one?
where the man is.
Oh, he pops
not
up in
the
the map.
nameless one. No.
Oh.
The guy like starts with an M. Do you remember him? Do you remember the Abyss NPC?
Yeah, the nameless one. Oh,
Not the
that guy. He's gone. He's dead.
yeah that. Oh, he's dead. He's dead. Okay, he's gone. Okay.
Yeah, he's gone.
Was that a kiss? Was that a kiss over to his dead body? Going,
no, it wasn't
bye-bye,
a kiss to his dead body.
Bye. We have Pharaoh now. Bye bye.
Nah. No, I was kissing Natalie. Yeah, I think Atlas Masters would be kind of cool.
I mean, Atlas Master, Ascendancy class, new economy.
I think that's
is
fine.
that enough for 0.5?
Yes, it is.
Really?
Yes, it is.
0.55?
Because 1.0 comes out in December probably. So I think that's perfectly fine.
Okay.
I think that's good. I think 0.5 is just going to be a testing ground for people who really like PoE2 and would like to return and play. I think it'll probably reach like 100K on Steam or something like that. I think it'll draw back a decent chunk of people.
What if Duelist?
No, there's 0% chance. Stop. Don't put that on my podcast. Sorry, our podcast. Our podcast. Our podcast. Sorry. Yeah.
That's getting edited out.
No.
Yeah.
No, that's fine. That's fine. That's okay. All right, dude. Anything else that you wanted to yap about today? Any other topics?
I need to see you play Power Glove now. I need to see. Right. I need to say you need to play Facebreaker with Power Glove.
Ooh, that sounds fun. I still haven't dropped the Facebreaker.
It's stocky mitts.
Yeah, I haven't tried to chance one.
All right. Well, fair enough. Nothing else from my end here, honestly. I'm probably gonna be going ahead and playing some stuff while you do your hardcore run. If you do perish in the next couple of maps, I'll be watching.
Okay, sick. All right, well, everybody, live and in the VOD, thank you for watching. Make sure you subscribe to my channel, like this video, and go give a sub to my brother's channel, CastOnComet. Currently 0 videos, but I'm sure sometime before the heat death of the universe, there will be a video on that channel about something. We hope. Once again, thanks for watching. And bro, thanks for yapping. I appreciate it. Have a good night, everybody.